cosmic loves. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? We got about another week of Virgo season, so I hope you guys are enjoying. For my Patreon and my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee members, I'll be having mudras for the sacral chakra. I'll be having the self-love stuff coming up, and I've already put out the September guidance, and we will have at least two-parter on milk baths so that you guys can have some information, just so you know, if you're on my Patreon and stuff. We do have planetary transits, so y'all get your smoke, you get your drink so that y'all are comfortable. I need a juice. I have cranberry orange. I am a juice lover. I'm a very big juice lover. So y'all get relaxed. Let's get into this. Our first planetary transit is September 14th. Mars enters Libra. So there's going to be like a lot of collaboration. There's going to be like between like business and just other people. There's going to be balancing your energy, because you just might feel like all over the place and really energetic and you're trying to figure it out, but really just try to balance that out. You're going to be noticing that there's going to be quick justice. There'll be aggressiveness in your push to find balance as well, because you're just going to be like, you know what, F all this. I need balance. Understandable. Feeling or being persuasive, being diplomatic. There is going to be a buildup of energy around this time. So just be aware that goes into balancing out your energy, because the buildup is going to be, don't forget, we're on Mars. It's a very passionate and fiery planet. So this buildup is energy. It might take you off kilter, but do your best to balance yourself out. Whether that's through meditation, whether that's through crystals, whether that's through your baths, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Another conundrum that will happen around this time is that we're used to that Jupiter is now retrograded, right? It retrograded in Aquarius. But now this retrograded planet is going to go retrograde in Capricorn, right? Until like mid-October, and then it's going to go back into Aquarius. This is going to be kind of a earthquake for Capricorns, because Jupiter is backwards, and it's backwards in their sign. They're going to feel confused. They're going to feel imbalanced, because it came out of a wind sign and is now into an earth sign. So it's kind of like, not as flighty, more grounded. But don't forget that Saturn is also in retrograde, so Jupiter is taking a back seat to Saturn. So it feels a little bit weaker. During this retrograde, there will be disappointment in the lack of results being in the time frame that you want it to be, because things are moving slower. Excuse me. You'll be feeling limited and restricted in a lot of the things that you want to do, and a lot of the progress that you feel like you should be making. Put your practical practices into work, because for all this time you guys have been doing a lot with religious and spiritual things. It is time to, if you feel like you need to take a break and do more practical things, and see what happens from doing all of that meditation, all of that spiritual work. But again, give it time, because this is a retrograde. It will be here until like October 18th. So then it goes back to Aquarius. So if you're a Capricorn and you're feeling all weird and antsy, that is the reason, because it's now in retrograde in Capricorn. And this is all happening September 14th. Our next planetary transit is on the 17th, 3 days later. And the sun is entering in Virgo. Hey there. That is telling you to focus on your health routines and your diet. Focus on your physical physical body and what makes it feel healthy, what makes you feel healthy. Go with those things, really push those things because your body really needs it. Your body is a continuous machine that continuously goes. So our health is like, needs to be close to optimal all the time as you can make it. You don't want your body to kind of like break down on the in-between, right? Great. Organization of time and your physical space. Like, what are you planning to do? Planning out your days, planning out your goals, planning out what you want to do in life, your actions. You're going to want to really help out with or help financially with charitable events. You're going to want to be included in them. You're going to want to work with them. Also, pay attention to the things that you are keeping with you and the things that you are letting go. Really looking at why you're keeping it or why you're letting it go. Is that a really good reason? Are you not really thinking things through? Are you only using your logic, or are you only using your emotions? It's good to use both to balance out so that you can figure out if what you're letting go really needs to be let go of, or you're just being petty, or what you're keeping really needs to be kept, or you just don't like letting go of anything that's familiar because you're afraid of the risk. So those are planetary transits for the week of, what did I even say what it was the week of? We are doing this weekly guidance for September 13th to September 19th. So that's our planetary transits for the week of September 13th to the 19th. Sorry, I forgot to put that in the beginning. Okay, so with that being said, now we are getting into our cards. I am going to be using my Sacred Rebel deck to help give us some of the energy for this week, and then I'll be using my Everyday Witch deck to help expound upon that. And then to go in a little bit more detail, I will be using my Thoth Tarot deck. So, ancestors, guides, thank you for the messages that we are about to receive. We ask that you give us an awareness and our guidance for this week of September 13th to the 19th. What is something we should be aware of? What is something, this one, that you are trying to tell us? Is there anything else in the other cards that should be out, that we should be aware of? One more shuffle. Okay. So we had two cards. Our first card that we had is Trust Yourself. I know like that we're feeling as a collective like you don't know if you should take this step. You don't know if you should go forward. You don't know if this is the journey that you're supposed to be on. Baby, trust yourself. They said it the simplest way they can. Trust in your growth. Trust in the friends that are there to guide you, because your friends are coming through. That's what I'm getting. I don't always, when I say your friends, I don't always mean like humans. Sometimes your animal friends, your spiritual friends are coming through. They're reminding you to trust yourself. And because you have all these people, you have all these guides around you, they're saying that because you have everything you need, they are there for you. They are going to be here for you this whole week, trying to give you guidance, trying to give you a boost of resources, trying to make you feel like, you know, be aware that you are one of the best. Do not question that. You are the best for this journey for you. And your friends are playing a big part. They're going to be loving on you. So let them love you. Stop like being like, oh, you're just doing that because you're my friend. Let them love you. It's okay. Let them love you. Sometimes you just kind of push your friends to the side because you think they're doing that because they're your friends. No, your friends are supposed to boost you up and big you up. Be honest with you. So if they're telling you you're good, baby. You're good. Okay? This is your confirmation from me. You're good. Trust yourself. The next card that I flipped over was Release the Dark and Let Love Live. Some of us have been spending too much time in our dark space. And not to say that that's bad, but you're not letting love live. If love can thrive in your dark space where you're allowing there to be balance between your yin and your yang, that's completely fine. But some of us are like pushing ourselves into a space where it's like, I don't trust this, I don't trust that, I don't trust myself in making these decisions, I don't understand. And you put yourself in these dark places and you want to be loved, you want to be loved on, like your friends are trying to do, but you're in a dark spot and you're not allowing yourself to release. You want to hold on to what you think needs to be in your hands. But if you release it, you are allowing better things in. Release that thought process that, oh, I have to hold on to this, or, you know, I've made some bad decisions in the past and I can't do this. Especially in the love department for some of us, you've been like, oh, I keep on picking the wrong person. You have been actually learning lessons of what you would rather deal with and what you don't want to deal with. So that when the person comes, you know exactly how you're going to feel, what you will and won't deal with. You don't have to figure out what you want to deal with. Give yourself time, give yourself patience, and give yourself grace. Okay? Okay. We good? We good? Okay, good. So to expound upon that, I wanted to use the Everyday Witch Oracle deck. What can you expound upon with the Trust Yourself message? What is important for us to remember about trusting ourselves? This was a lot, but there is one card that was right side up, and this card said imagine and envision. So in trusting in yourself, you have to imagine and envision the great things that you do and that you want to bring. But when you imagine the things that you want to bring into your life that you do, you want to imagine it in the present tense. Feel like it's already here. If you trust yourself enough, then you know that you can bring it in. Imagine and envision. Your visuals are very important. A lot of us, we need to see it. If you can see it plus feel it while you're doing your visuals and your meditation, there's nothing really stopping you but you. You know what I mean? I know some of us have little problems with, you know, meditating and visualizing, things like that. Start off 2 minutes at a time, 5 minutes at a time, and keep on increasing until you're able to sit and meditate for 15, 30 minutes at a time, envisioning you and yourself and trusting in the fact that you can make these decisions for you. You don't need other people to make decisions for you. You need to trust in your own ability to make decisions. It's your journey. No one else is going to take that responsibility from you. And you shouldn't want them to. Because then they take your rewards. They take your benefits. They take what you deserve. They don't need to take any of that. If you make a mistake, then you know it's something that you did. Not that something somebody else did. Nobody else's business is in that. It's you. So come on. Bring out what you want. Bring out what you want. See what you need. See what you want. See what you desire. And trust yourself that it is coming because you are bringing it into fruition. Because you are the captain of the ship. You are the director. You are the CEO of the you. You are all of that. Reminders. So for our next card, which we were saying, release the dark wound and let the love in. So, like I said, we were in a dark space, and if in that dark space you're not balancing your yin and yang to allow love to live, you are not allowing yourself to heal from you feeling like the decisions you made were correct. The wounds that you have do not make you. They don't break you either. They show you who you are. They show you your strength. And whatever you feel weak in, that's what you work on. But your decisions are not what's harming you. It's your lack of trust in them and yet still making a decision. You don't trust yourself to make this decision, but you're making a decision instead of really thinking about it and really going over it. But because you don't trust yourself, you're going to continue to make the wrong decision because you have to give yourself that love and that flexibility to be okay, to be wrong sometimes. This wound that you're keeping open is festering. And you know what happens when things fester? Things get in them, they get infected, and then it's way more painful than it was if you just cleaned it out when it happened. Some of y'all didn't want to hear that, but better late than never. Our first card to go with this card, our release from the dark, is prosperity and abundance. When you release your wound and allow them to heal, you are able to sit in prosperity and abundance. You are able to enjoy your life. You are able to relax. You are able to be free and keep it good. Keep it chill. You know what I'm saying? But you have to release this. If you don't release this wound, if you don't heal this wound, if you don't allow love to actually make a difference, allow your friends to come in, allow your friends to water the flowers for you, you are the flower. Your friends are watering you. They're bringing you prosperity. They're giving you that love. They're giving you that abundance. But you have to heal and allow your friends and the people that want to love you to come in and love you. Let them love you if they really are going to love you. Stop trying to deny yourself love and then pine for love that you are keeping yourself away from. Our next card is follow your dreams. If what has been working, if what you've been doing normally has not been working for you, you haven't been healing, it's time for you to follow another dream. It's time for you to follow another path, or the path that was originally there that you did not go down. Because what it also seems like is when you follow your dreams, your abundance and prosperity will also follow at the same time. And it's like, for some of us, our friends have been telling us to follow our dreams. They've been telling us to get up off your ass, do what you got to do. It's okay. It's fine. But you got to do it. This week, we are really going to be setting the goals, setting the blueprints, because we're still in Virgo season. Analyze what it is that your dream is. Allow people to water you. Pour into your cup. Let the abundance flow. But trust in your decision making and trust in your word. Envision everything that you need to get going, because it's like some of us are like letting ourselves sit at the bottom. Because either we feel like we don't deserve it because we don't trust ourselves, or we feel like people are out for more. People are always going to have an ulterior motive, but not all ulterior motives, are negative. I have ulterior motives for all of my friends. I want these girls, I want these boys, or let me not call them girls and boys. I want my friends to be happy. That is my ulterior motive. Be happy, be joyous, even if it's not with me or in a friendship with me. I like seeing people smile. So that's my thing. You have to know what your thing is and use it to your advantage. I use it to my advantage because all of my friends are happy. When they come around me, they're happy. That feeds my love for them. That feeds my need to see them happy. Turn it into something that feeds you and is symbiotic to others as well. It's not parasitic. You're not vamping off of them and they're suffering. You are sharing something with them and they are sharing with you so that you all can grow together. Okay? Got it? Get it? Good. Okay. Now to go into a little bit of detail for trusting yourself and to imagine and envision. Spirit, what is some detail that you can give us with tarot? What are some things that you want to expound upon? Okay, this card came out and this card came out. All right, what do we have? The first card that came out was success. This is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Remember this week we were talking about focusing on your diet, focusing on your health, focusing on you, your physical. When you focus on yourself this week, you are going to find success in trusting yourself more, because you're going to be, your energetic imbalance is going to start to improve once you start improving your health. Some of us have been slipping off of the bandwagon of helping ourselves and really like kind of going to the left side, which is not really helping. But you're going to find success when you start doing things for your physical self. The success doesn't necessarily mean monetary, but it's not saying that it isn't monetary. But when you put yourself first and you're able to pour into your own cup, you're able to trust yourself, you're able to trust your own thoughts, you will shine. You will be successful. You're going to get over that hump. But you got to see it. You got to acknowledge it. And the next one we got was the Ace of Wands upside down. There is opportunities that you didn't feel like were for you. You didn't feel like that the intensity of energy was for you, but it's okay. It is for you. This is working for you. What the Wands is really trying to say is, sorry about that. What the Wands is saying is that you weren't feeling the force. You weren't feeling the movement, the action, but it's okay. It's okay if you weren't. It is absolutely okay if you weren't feeling the force. Because at this time, you have to focus on trusting yourself. You have to go inside. Because don't forget, we are in Mercury retrograde shadow period. Mercury retrograde starts September 27th. So it's okay to go inside. You don't have to be moving. You don't have to have that push. You don't have to be running right now. You want to check with yourself. You want to trust yourself. You want to go in. You want to go in. Because that's the way that you're going to meet your success, is going in and paying attention to what it is, the reasons that you're really not trusting yourself. Really pinpoint these reasons. Because when you pinpoint that, your success comes. And your success is going to come in such a way that it's not what you expected. It's not just going to come in your health. It's going to come in your business, your job. It's going to come in, your home, your stability. It's going to ground you. So it's really important for you to take this retrograde seriously and really pay attention to what you're doing. Now, with that, what we're going into is releasing this dark wound and healing, letting love in. We said to follow your dreams, and we said we had abundance and prosperity, right? So Spirit asks, what? Okay, they gave me 4 cards that flipped in the deck. All right, so what we got? So we have pleasure. 6 of Cups. Once you go in, we follow our dreams and we release this toxic, bad wound. We become emotionally stable. We are able to truly feel. We are able to truly feel and allow our cups to be filled with joy and bliss, with love, with trust. When we follow our dreams, when we release this wound, when we give back, when we allow what's ours to flow in. Next, we have the Emperor. So it's time for us to go into our masculine bag. It's time for us to be authoritative with ourselves. It is time for us to really show our leadership in who we are and what we're doing. You are a leader. Lead yourself. It is fine to take, love and let people pour into us, because that's what you need. But you also need to lead yourself. Just because you didn't trust yourself at first doesn't mean you give up the reins. You are the captain, remember? You are the captain. So take this lead to yourself and incorporate it. Let people help you. How you want to learn how to be a captain without learning from someone that is already a captain or someone that has experience? It's okay to let your friends help. They're helping you gain your own platform with yourself. They're giving you the reins to be independent and to help others, because people are watching you. They're watching you and they're seeing how you get through this. Your kids are watching you, for those that have kids. Your cousins, your family is watching you. You even have coworkers watching you, because they need to know how to heal too. And because they watch you, they're learning how to do it on their own because of you, because you are actually a leader. Our next card is Cruelty. Nine of Swords. Get out your head. You're not really bleeding. Get out your head. Your mind is somewhere making you feel like you can't do this, like you're really beating yourself up mentally right now. Stop. This week, stop. Because if you want to get to that pleasure place, if you want to get to pleasure, you have got to release those thoughts, which is why it is important for you to go in during this retrograde. Because those thoughts that you're having, they're really just hindering you. And they're only thoughts. It's not truth. It's not truth. You're making them truth because you're allowing them to like really, have a really big impact on your thoughts, on your mind. And your body is listening to you, which is why it's also affecting your health, which is why they're saying envision. If in your thoughts you're always envisioning bad things, how are you going to get good things? Because you're not envisioning them. You're not sending energy to anything good. You're sending your energy into these messed up thoughts that you're holding on to. Why are you holding on to them? Let them go. Let them go. Remember what I said about the planetary transits? And they was talking about things that you're holding on to that you need to let go. Let them go. Why are you holding on to them? Think about it. Are you being petty, or are you trying to keep with familiar? Our next card is Death. Let it go. Release it. Some things have to die off for you to grow. Remember spring. In the wintertime, that's death. Things die. Spring, things grow. Even if there's a fire, after the fire, things start to grow from the ashes like a phoenix. You have to release some things to bring in some things. If you want there to be birth of a job, birth of a new thought and goal, birth of seed sown, you have to make room. You want blessings to come in, you have to make room. You're not making room. Make room this week. Pay attention. Analyze what it is that you got going on in your mind, because that's what Mercury's asking you anyway. These cards are basically confirming that you need to start believing in yourself a lot more than you're doing. Trust yourself. Give yourself grace. Everything ain't going to be perfect, because perfect is in the eye of the beholder. And if you're really beating yourself up, you will never see your own perfection, because it's already there. You don't have to do too many things to see it. You just have to acknowledge it. And yes, if your friends are telling you how awesome and amazing you are, then use that. Let that wrap around you, warm you up. Let it be your security blanket until it's yours. Until you no longer have these 9 of Swords thoughts. Because all you're doing is beating yourself up. You're being cruel. You're abusing yourself with these thoughts. Stop abusing yourself. It's not gonna help you. With that being said, know that you guys are loved. The things that you do for others are appreciated, even if they're not saying it. I just want you guys to understand what I'm trying to say to y'all, that y'all take these words and y'all remember how amazing you are, how beautiful, how handsome, how talented you are. I'm trying to tell y'all, I see you. I see you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share this, because you never know who needs this word. It could be your sister, it could be a cousin, it could be a stranger. And them seeing this pop up could definitely help change their day. Don't forget to comment and let me know how you feeling. Let me know how your week's been going. Let me know if I'm resonating with you. But I will see you next go around. It is always love with you guys, and I wish you the best this week. Bye.